My name is Allison. I'm Director of Education at the National First Ladies Library, and today we're going to look at the lady who is considered the First Lady of Physics. Her name is Sheng Wu. She's a Chinese-American scientist, and she's actually a physicist. So what does a physicist do? They study matter and energy. They ask questions like, what is matter? How does matter act? And what kind of energy does matter create? So we're going to create some energy today inspired by Our Lady in the lab, who was considered the First Lady of Physics. We're going to build our own hovercraft. So if you order Our Ladies in the Lab kit, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a button with our scientists like we send every month. You're going to get some information about our scientists, a bio. You're going to get some instructions and some information about physics and about the project. So what is the project and what supplies are you going to have? You're going to have some duct tape, some CDs, and some balloons. And this is like a little bottle cap for a water bottle. You can use a dish soap bottle too at home. So here's how you're going to do it to create your hovercraft. The first thing you can do is you can actually design your hovercraft with all sorts of shapes and lines and colors however you want. I'm going to put some hearts on this one. You could put stripes, you could color things in. The only thing you have to be careful of is you are going to cover it up. Some people like to use glue for this project, but I love working with duct tape. I think it's really fun and really cool. And if you don't feel like you have markers to decorate, you can use duct tape. This duct tape is pink and glittery, so it matches my balloon today. And what you're going to do is take this nozzle and put it right on top of your CD, so the hole from the CD and the hole from the nozzle line up. And then you're going to tape down. And you're going to put as much tape as you can around the outside and kind of squish it down so you can trap in the air. And the cool thing about being a scientist is that sometimes scientists have to experiment to get things to work. And they have to try new and different things. So you might think like, maybe I don't have enough tape. Maybe I want to change things. So you might use your tape later to tape your hole closed a little bit. And with the nozzle, you want to make sure that you can still push the nozzle up and down. So that part was really easy, right? You may need an adult if you're like me and you're not the greatest at blowing up a balloon. What you're going to do is you can push your nozzle down, blow up your balloon, and stretch it out. And you're going to blow it up as much as you can, and then take your balloon and hold it over the nozzle. So one of the laws in physics is called Newton's first law of motion. And it says that an object at rest will stay at rest until an external force acts upon it. So here, with our balloon, the air from the balloon is going to act upon the CD and make it kind of hover across my table. And it needs a little push sometimes. We're going to push up our spout, and I'm going to let go of my balloon and see how it goes. And you can see that it hovers and moves on its own once I give it a little push. And you might even try to trap more air in it and maybe cover part of the hole as an experiment and try it again. Or you might see how it works with your balloon only blown up a little bit or even bigger. Or you might work with a friend to create two and race them around. So let's give it one more try and see how it works. And that time, with it blown up a good amount, but the tape, it didn't work as well. So you can play with your hovercraft, see how far you can go. You can try to race. If I were on the kitchen floor, I could really push off and make it go really far, but that air getting trapped underneath is what sends it around. You might take a paper plate and see if you can use your spout to do it with something else that's flat. I wonder if a record would work versus a CD. So there's all sorts of ways you can experiment as a scientist, just like our ladies in the lab that we've been studying. So share with us how your experiment went, and we would love to see it. So we'll check you out next time in the lab. Thanks for joining us.